Alright, I'm on hole number 17 of the Great Outdoors Tournament. This is the hole on each round. You have to pick up the eagle on this to have any shot to get up in the top 10 to secure that spot. If you just play consistent and pick this shot up, you got it. Anything else you pick up starts putting you towards getting a banner. So this hole right here, I've completely changed. I've been practicing all week long, where a couple tournaments ago I shot from back here and I did this shot coming in. I don't really like this shot. In the upper divisions, this shot's okay coming from over here, just depending on the wind. You have to kind of know how to do all 4 shots. So I was doing from back here, but what I didn't like about this is you had to go there was 2 ways to play it. You could go from here to the rough and then rough bump it out, or you could go from here and try and get it on and then bring it up. Either one of those are tough. So I thought, why am I risking it down here if I'm still going to do a rough bump? So I started doing just the rough bump. And that shot works out most of the time. But 6 out of 10 or 8 out of 10 is not enough. When you want a shot on this, we have got to get an eagle on this. So I'm switching up and doing the shot over here. So I tried this with a quarterback and a firework ball, and it got my red line so that it was like right up in this area. So, and I was actually probably a little bit further up, and I came back a little bit and where I set the ball up. So I think there's enough room there for me to get a Kingmaker in there. So I'm going to try it with a Kingmaker, and if Kingmaker doesn't work, I'm going to instantly switch to a firework ball. It's pretty much balanced out. About 5.5 backspin and maximum right hand side spin, however much side spin's left, which is going to be around 6. I'm going to do 1 ball of curl, and I'm going to add 10% onto the wind, and I'm going to use a quarterback. And that's going to put me right on the green where I have a putt for an eagle, go home. And I'm not going to try and get greedy and try and work it so that it's too much going towards the cup, trying to get a hole in one. I just want to. So if I have to switch, I'm going to switch to a firework ball immediately. And just set this up so that I get a guaranteed eagle. Go about my business. The way to set this shot up is to find the spot out here where you can do maximum curl, so you're not messing around with the half a ball of curl. And I may do max curl on this. I may set it up a little bit farther out so that I can do max curl and see where it is and then start dialing it in. So I'm going to use a Kingmaker. And I have plenty of red line. I'm going to balance those out about 5.5, 6. I want to be back here far enough. I'm about my blue ring off. So 2.5, and I'm going to add 10% on, so that's going to be 2.75. And I'm going to put some curl on it to bring it back over towards the hole. Now there's max curl. I'm going to try max curl and see what happens. And I hit it perfect. Uh-oh, I got caught in the tree. That's what happens when you use max curl. So you can't use max curl. You can only use about 1 ball of curl, and it only takes 1 ball of curl to get you up there. So 1 ball of curl it is. Not going to be any setting that shot up for max curl. I hate it when they put those trees in play just for stuff like that. That's why sometimes when they move the trees out on the course, like you play a course and you got it all set up and you know about it, and then you play it in a tournament, and in that tournament they have trees out there in a certain spot. And you go to do that shot that you always do, and you end up in the trees because they put trees out there because they know everybody takes that approach. And they made it tougher by putting the trees out there. So now we have to sink this shot with our Nirvana. That's not a problem. Just need to hit it perfect. So we're pretty close to max club. So we're in probably somewhere in the 3 per ring range. Couple backspin. I want to go right at it. So we're in about the 3 per ring range. I'm going to do a 1 ring pull. Just trying to hit it perfect. Hitting it perfect. Give myself a look at it. Pretty decent look. Now, I sacrificed my eagle there, which I needed to pick up for tiebreakers in order to learn stuff about that hole. Because in the weekend round, I do not want anything to happen in there. So I know from what I did before that if I come there and I use one ball of curl, I have plenty of room to get in inside of those trees, and it ends up right on the green. You got about maybe a 6-7 yard putt, the way this game measures distance. The way the wind was going there, I did a slight underpull. So normally at max it's 2 per ring. So with a 2.7 it would have been 2 and a little, and I did a 1. It would have been 2 and a little less than half, third. Been 1 1/3 instead of 1. That third would have might have got me right there on it. Right there on it. Still practicing in the opening round. Still trying to work those numbers so that I know exactly what to do. I feel so good on this hole right here, though, coming into the weekend round, that every single account that I'm playing, I'm gonna get the eagle on that every time through. When you're using curl, though, when you're using no curl, it's easy to factor it out. It's easy to deal with that variable because you're not using it. When you're using max curl, then you can start using it like you can start doing like artillery, where you can move it out to the left if you want to. You're going too far to the right, move it further to the left. You're not getting out far enough to the right, move it further to the right. So that's how that works. I like it. All right, that was hole number 17 of the Great Outdoors Tournament in the opening round of the Rookie Division. Thanks for watching.